Hello everyone and welcome back to Lux and Wine. My name is Caitlin and today I'm going to be talking all about one of my favorite things from Louis Vuitton, Bandos. I know most people, when they talk about Bandos, it's kind of like an accessory. For me, they are one of Louis Vuitton's most inexpensive pieces. They generally run about $190. I think I paid $180 for my first one, but there's been a price increase since then. Actually, I'm wearing my first one. You guys have probably seen this one on Instagram because it actually was, I bought it with my very first Louis Vuitton handbag that I purchased. So the first time I purchased a handbag, not my Neverfull, but my Maranon, I purchased this to go with it. And I think that they can be so functional. They are absolutely the most flexible piece that Louis Vuitton makes. You can wear it on your head, you can wear it on your neck, you can wear it on a bag, you can wear it as a bracelet, you can do so many different things. You can connect them, you can mix and match them. There's just so many things you can do. I put them on my Louis Vuitton bags, but I also put them on low-end bags to dress them up. I think that it really can elevate any outfit. And to me, if I was gonna recommend one piece from Louis Vuitton for you to start with, I know most people do recommend the key pouch, but I personally think that a bandeau is the way to go. Like a nice neutral one, like the one that I'm wearing, the Monogram Confidential, is really neutral and it can go with pretty much anything. So I highly recommend this one for my first bandeau. And then I'll also insert a picture of it on my Maranon back when I had it, which at this point I've already told you guys that story. So I'll link the video below where I talk about what happened to my Maranon. But the other thing that I want to say about bandeaus is that they can be really, really excellent for protecting the chet leather. And so I'll get into that here in a minute. But anyways, let's go on ahead and unbox my newest addition to my Bandeau collection. So this one is from the current collection that just came out. I actually had a little trouble getting my hands on it, but luckily, per usual, Manny in Florida came through. So there's just some beautiful tissue paper in here. It's kind of sliding around a little bit. I like to try and keep those stickers intact because I'm weird like that. Right. And I did request a dust bag for this one because I did really quickly figure out that traveling with bandeaus, taking multiple with you and then storing them is a problem if you don't have a dust bag. So make sure when you buy one of these, you request a dust bag. I think this is a dust bag for a wallet, but it works perfectly for bandeaus. So let's get into that. So thank you, Manny, for the dust bag. And yes. So this is the new Monogram Giant Jungle Bandeau in the color beige. And then the opposite side, and then in here is like, there's little bits of animal print. This is leopard print in there. And then on the opposite side, it's almost like a kind of a tigery leopard print. It's a lot more orange and I think really different than this one. That's why I brought this one out, because I really wanted you guys to see there's quite a difference between these two. So this one is definitely a lot deeper. This one's way warmer. It's actually a lot more orange than I thought it was gonna be. And when I originally saw this collection, I was just really not sure about it. But I think that this is really cute. I really like the white. I think that's gonna look really cute on several different bags. So let's grab a bag and see what it looks like. Hello everyone again. I am Caitlin from the future of when this video was originally filmed. I apologize, but apparently the footage of the remainder of the entirety of this video was corrupt. So I don't know exactly what happened. This happened to a couple of my videos, which you'll notice has caused some delays in uploads. Unfortunately, this is the only one I was not able to recover. So instead, I'm just refilming it. So on the downside, we'll have a little bit of a continuity issue. On the upside, I have another bandeau to show you guys from the collection that came out. So you will have just seen me unbox the giant Monogram Jungle Bandeau in the beige. So the current collection that just came out, I'm not entirely sure. I think it's mostly the holiday collection, but this was a really cool limited edition. So let me quit chatting about it and show you guys what I got. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So this is what the box looks like. I got this from Manny in Florida. Hi, Manny. I absolutely am so thankful because Manny always helps me get the stuff that's super hard to find. If you guys haven't figured that out right now, I couldn't get the pieces that I get without him, especially living in Louisiana where there's no Louis Vuitton. So I haven't seen this yet. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys. It is really pretty. So this is, hang on, let me double check the name of this. This is called the LV Buildings Bandeau. And I believe this has got, is this the Chrysler building? I believe. I'm not entirely sure. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. It's the only black and white banjo that I've got, because see, this one is black and white, but it's very different. This one is really like, I don't know, Art Deco, and it's got these studs on it that are really cool. So let me give you guys a closer look. So it's got this, you could not see this. I was trying to figure out when Manny explained to me like that it was more expensive. I was not sure why. And he was like, oh, it's got these studs on it. And I was like, what are you talking about? So it's very different. Oh my gosh. I didn't look at the backside. That is awesome. Super neutral. That is fabulous. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be a really great addition, and it's gonna look good with everything. So I drug everything out so I could show you guys, because I did in the original video some styling. So that's really exciting. So I guess we could start with this one. Oh, and look at the center of that. Oh my gosh, the styling options for this is gonna be so great, because now with the studs, this is not one that I'm gonna wanna like do a lot of creasing stuff or drag it through really tight loops. I'm not gonna wanna do that with something like this, but I'm definitely gonna come up with something for this one actually. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do just the standard wraparound here. So what we wanna do here, this is really standard. Pretty much anybody in Louis Vuitton can do this for you. So mainly you wanna just keep this centered here. So you wanna drop that through once it's centered, and then you can just kind of wrap this. And you're just gonna wrap it as many times as you want. And I think for this one, just for additional tightness, I'm actually gonna take this and kind of loop it through the back. And if this comes out right, I'll show you this on the other side too. So again, really being careful of the studs. So I basically just kind of made a little knot there. And then you could have the other pattern coming out that way, but I'm gonna, because I wanna feature the studs, and I'm just gonna carefully pull this through here. And I'm gonna actually put it backwards so that the studs don't drag across the hardware. Okay, so there's one side done. And now this is longer than I would probably have it, but this is just for demonstration purposes. It's however long you wanna do it. In fact, I could also turn this if I wanted to do something different and go the other way, just to give the other side its moment too. And so you just wrap it, and you want it really pretty tight. So these are really durable. You guys will remember I talked in a previous video about how, and like I just nodded that again, about how one of these saved my Maranon from a really bad water disaster where water poured all the way down the side that my bag was on, but I had one of these, actually this one was covering the vachette leather, and it saved that bag. So unfortunately that bag had another demise in another video. Anyway, so here's an option for this that I actually really love, and I kind of want to, this is the bag I'm currently carrying, so I'm kind of really into it. I still think I would like it to be just a little shorter, but that is the most basic way to wrap an LV bandeau. Just for example, and again, because that thing is just friggin' stunning, y'all. How beautiful is this? I'm so excited. And this one was definitely a lot more expensive than most normal bandeaus, again, because of the studding. I was not sure about this, but now that I've seen it in person, I'm absolutely in love with it. Thank you so much, Manny, for tracking this down for me. I actually saw this on Instagram, and I had a really crappy photo that I sent to him and was like, when does this come out? I need this. And he tracked it down, and I was able to pre-order this. Anyways, I'm gonna show you guys some other ways to wrap these as well. You guys will have seen some different versions on my Instagram. Okay, so this is the next bandeau I'm gonna show you. This is the LV World Bandeau. It's really not that similar to the Jungle. I'm trying to blow it out there because you'll see that the jungle is a lot more orange in tone. And to me, this goes more with like classic leopard, or if you're wearing any animal print pieces, it's more brown, it's a little more neutral. This is really a pop of orange or more neutral on the white side. So it's really, to me, a different, very different look. So I'm just gonna take this real quick and tie this in a bow on my Neverfull. I'm sure most of you know how to tie a bow. I don't really feel like we needed to waste time on that. So I'm just gonna do that to show you just a different way you can wear it. Okay, so I just really quickly tied this in a bow, and then just to show you, again, just an option how you can pretty much do this with any bag. You can just take it and tie a basic bow. Now I actually wrapped it a little bit at the top, the same way that we kind of wrapped here. The more you wrap it, the shorter the bow. So it really just depends on what size bow you want. The other thing I want to talk about with these, and I'm going to wrap this around my push-up Matisse next, is the value. And when you're talking about Louis Vuitton starter pieces, a lot of people I feel like overlook bandeaus. So I really feel like these are a great option for beginners. Most people suggest the key pouch whenever they're talking about starter pieces. This is $205. So it isn't the same price point versus most of these are about $180. However, this goes inside your bag generally. So it's kind of not something, I mean, it is something you can use every single day, and it's a really, really good SLG. Don't get me wrong. I keep my keys in this, but it's not something that is going to add visibly to your outfit. No one knows you have this in your bag. So it also just depends on kind of what you're going for. Are you going for looking more expensive? Are you going for functionality? What is it that you are looking for? So if you're looking for something to really step up your fashion game and really do something different than what a lot of people are doing. I feel like about 10 years ago, wrapping, and by the way, I just literally stuck this on the side and now I'm just wrapping it around the strap. So I feel like about 10 years ago, this was very, very popular. There were just tons of people adding scarves to their bags. I feel like I don't see it as much anymore, with the exception of, if you go on Instagram, there's a girl called LVOE is LV, which is basically love is LV, but she spells it LVOE. And she is like the Bando scarf queen. If you want to really see some great ways to tie your bandos, check out her Instagram. So basically I flipped it around so I could wrap it with this side out, and then I'm actually going to tie a bow on the end. Basically what I'm going to have to do is tie a bow kind of with one tail. So I kind of pretend like I have two ends, and then I'm going to take it through the loop I just created right there. So I kind of almost wrapped it twice. And then I'm going to bring it out. And then it's going to take a second because at first it's going to look like, and then you got to kind of mess with it. So 1 second, and I'm gonna mess with it. Okay, so that took a fair bit of fluffing, but there we go. So this one, now this is a little bit of a bigger, again, a bigger bow, depending on how many times you wrap it is how you do it. I did end up kind of backing up that bow that I made and doing a little knot there just to give it more stability. And then again, you can make the bow bigger or smaller by kind of pulling on these tabs. And then you kind of have that option of flipping it around so that you've got the different sides, or you can do it all on one side depending on your outfit. But I think this is so cute. And again, you know, if you want something a little smaller, you can just kind of pull those a little smaller. You can also, if you want to see that hanging down, you can, to give it more of the symmetry of the two tails. You can also kind of take this and kind of turn it depending on how you're wearing it, and then kind of tuck that back there. So it's more like a from the side kind of style. And then just kind of tuck this tail. But the nice thing about the Pochette Matisse is that this is a really versatile thing for wrapping bandos around. If you have a Pochette Matisse and you really want to like either protect or reduce the amount of patina on your vachette leather, this is a great option. especially if you're like me and you have a problem with the fact that this is patina, this is darkening at a much faster rate than this. So this is gonna help kind of even out that patina as I'm wearing it, in addition to giving it additional protection in case they get caught in the rain or whatever. These are 100% silk and dry clean only. However, I have had no issues with water spotting on these, even when they have got wet. And I've also, I steam them just to maintain their shape and keep them from looking kind of funky and wrinkled. So I'm gonna set this one down and move over to another design. Okay, so the last two bandeaus in my collection are from the summer collection. And these are called the Voyage Extraordinaire bandeaus. This one is called Beige, and this one is called Blue Gray. And so they're really, really beautiful. I love this one on this bag. This is definitely going on this bag. And then this one I'll show you on one of my less expensive bags. This is why I think bandeaus are so versatile. So I'm gonna show you this really quick on this one. So for this one, I haven't really thought about what I was gonna do here. Oh, there is another design that I haven't shown. I'll show it on that one. So on these, you can also, for a speedy, so we've already shown the basic there, or again, you can do the bow like that one. Or on speedies, you can also do this kind of thing. I'm not really good at braiding, but you can actually take a couple of these together if you wanted to, and you could make a braided bow. That's something I've seen LV OE is LV do, or you can also do this where you just kind of tie it and you kind of make like a little chain. So it kind of turns into a little bag charm. So you've kind of got almost like this little charm thing going just as long as you want it. And then this one is absolutely beautiful too on both sides. You take it at the end, and again, it kind of makes, you can do a little funky bow. This is one of my favorite ways to do them on speedies because I think it really adds to the bag. And so mess with that a little bit, fluff it, fluff, fluff, fluff. And if you want like this to take a little less time, you want to do this in advance, you can always like do these designs and then, you know, pin them, do a little safety pin if you want. I personally don't want to poke holes in mine. Okay, I just had to retire that one because it was just not fluffing properly. So just depending on where you want the design to come out is kind of how many times you do it. But anyways, the point is you can safety pin this if you want. My bows are just not as pretty as LVOEs, but I try. So this side of this one is just not working for whatever reason. Okay, so 10,000 years of fluffing later, because I just need to work on my bows a little more, there is another option where you just tie it on the end of the speedy and it's super cute. And I have it just kind of slightly off because I just kind of like the way that looks better. And it really adds something extra. It's gonna set your speedy apart from everybody else's. The last one I wanna show you is how to do this on a non-luxury bag. Okay, so there are no rules that say that you cannot put a Louis Vuitton scarf on a non-luxury bag. So this is a Rebecca Binkoff bag that I love. I've worn this crossbody. You guys saw me actually wear this one on Instagram with this bandeau, and I absolutely love the way it looked. It really dresses up this bag that's a less expensive bag, and so this is why I say this is a great piece to start your collection with. So I'll show you guys really quick what I did on Instagram. This was definitely an LVOE is LV inspiration. So I took the front piece through the little loop here. And this one is really cool. Again, I did this one a little longer just because I wanted the leopard to show. So I just ran it through there and then I let the tassels drop. And then I started wrapping it. I think on that one I wrapped it jungle side, but just to be different, I'm wrapping it trunk side. So you can do this on any bag, doesn't have to be a luxury bag, and I think it really adds something and it makes your less expensive bag look way more expensive than it actually is. So again, I'm just gonna wrap it around the strap just like I did on the other bags. And then at the end, on this last, once I've kind of reached the end where I wanna stop, I'm gonna pull it through like that and just pull it tight. And don't, like I said, you know, be somewhat ginger, but don't worry about these. I mean, they're meant to be used, they're meant to be loved, and they're really more durable than you think. So now I've got this nice long piece here. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna tie one. So it's not enough for a full bow. So what I did here is I went like I was gonna tie a bow, but instead I just pulled it through all the way. Whoop. And this is the side with the label on it. I actually probably should put the label on that side, but anyways, so it just kind of makes this little loop here. Whoops. And it looks like I did not pull this tight enough. So again, this is one of those that you can kind of adjust and pull as tight or as loose as you want it. It's gonna need some adjusting. Okay, so now that I'm looking at this one, I don't think I had two tails on this one. I think I just had either the one tail there. I think I might have done that, or actually, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, I'm wondering if what I actually did was like, this was up here. And I think that's what I did. Okay, so technically on the Instagram photo, which I'll insert that Instagram photo for you right here, so you can see it was just a little bit different, but this is another option too, to give it a little something extra, something different, to really set apart your bags. They don't have to be the most expensive bags. You don't have to have a huge Louis Vuitton collection. Not that I have a huge collection. I definitely do not even kind of rival the other girls on YouTube, but that's okay. I am making my bags unique to me using my personal style with the bandos that I personally chose and love, and really adding something. I'm getting creative with it. I started by looking up pictures on Instagram and videos on YouTube. There really aren't a lot of videos on YouTube. I would say practice. You definitely want to practice these things. It's definitely not something that if you're in a hurry, you're gonna be able to do well or quickly. I would definitely not wait until you're on the way to an event and all of a sudden you're like, trying to figure this out. Like, it's not that big a deal, but it is something that maybe, you know, just practice at midnight while you're watching my videos on YouTube, right? Or someone else's videos, and it doesn't matter. Watching YouTube, watching TV, doing something, and just kind of play around with it until you find something that you feel like really expresses your style. And that's really what I wanna convey here. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Your support has been absolutely amazing. So my channel has grown so much over the past month. I'm really, really excited to engage with all of you guys and see you in the comments below. So definitely thank you so much for all of your engagement and your likes. I really appreciate it. Definitely go check out LVOE is LV on Instagram. I will link her Instagram below. She's awesome. If you want to be super inspired by a ton of different ways to wear scarves, bandos, all kinds of things like that, she's a really, really great resource, and also has a channel on YouTube and does videos of her own. But anyways, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. My name is Caitlin. I really appreciate you guys joining me and bearing with me through the corruption of the footage of this video and through me refilming. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Again, leave a comment letting me know what you want to see, and I will see you guys next time. Bye everyone.